So continuing with navigating within my big campus, let's look at some of the other buttons. This will always take you back to this main page. That's your activity when you push My Big Campus. If you're searching here, you're searching throughout the entire My Big Campus library. And let's say we wanted to find something like this. And so you actually see, well, look at that, who pops up when I type in physics. Mrs. Clark shows up there. You can look specifically for groups. Users. You can look at groups that have to do with physics. You can look at information that's available in the library. This create button is probably the easiest way to make two of the three big topics that we're going to deal with in upcoming segments. One of those is schoolwork, the other is bundle. Now, MBC Docs is a way to actually create a Word-like document on My Big Campus. Probably going to stay away from creating those documents at this point because it's really not as robust as it needs to be useful. And since our students do have the ability to use Word, for the most part, we're going to stick with that. And a bundle, and you'll have much more about bundles coming up. So there was the create button. This push pin is quick links. And so you can't do a quick link to anything except a page on My Big Campus. But let's say that I went to this and I liked this video that was uploaded, and I wanted to be able to get quick access to this, maybe in multiple groups that I was going to work within and multiple bundles. I could add this page to quick links. And so now when I want to find it, it's right here. Instead of having to go back to the library and search for that, I can quickly get to a link. This is my notification bar, and I will show you how to change this notifications. This is too much, but if you get any requests, let's see, somebody has asked me for something. Somebody has been a part of a group discussion that's inappropriate. Let's get out of that. That's for somebody else to deal with. So let's go into account info, and we'll look at the notifications in a minute. You already looked at this account information under the Profile tab, if you remember we went there. So here's another way to access that same information. Here's where I can upload a profile picture of myself, and you can choose whether that's yourself or any other PDF or, I'm sorry, not PDF, image file that you've saved, or you can use these generic ones that are already set here. Notification preferences. And this will take a little bit of time to set up initially, and then each group that you become a part of you'll want to invest some time in this. So in general, my notifications are set up to send me a message whenever somebody sends me a message. So what I mean by that is, in this messages, if somebody clicks here and chooses to send a message to me, then it's going to come to me in My Big Campus, but maybe I haven't logged on to My Big Campus for the day. So it sends me an email to the account I have linked with this. Under the profile, I set up my T-Hood at Plainfield, etc. account. And so it's going to send an email to me with that message. Now, I can't reply to the message in the email that I get, but I can go back into My Big Campus now and reply to it. Notice this SMS. So I could set this up so that it actually sends a text to the phone number that I've linked with this account. I have left that off. So that's in general for what happens on your wall to your account personally. You also want to take a look at each of the groups you're a part of and work on the group notification preferences. So I've turned all of them off here, turned all of them off there. I noticed that was a shortcut. So this line at the top that doesn't have words next to it, if I click it, it clicks all. If some are selected and I click it, then I can turn them all off. So MBC trainers, this is what's giving me that 800 some posts, but I have to keep looking at those, turn these off, and so on, and you can go through and pick which ones you want to get. So there's different choices here. If you add a discussion to a group, which we'll look at, if somebody posts to a group, post events, group announcements, or comments on a group announcement once it's been made, and that just depends on the level of notification that you want. Probably less rather than more as you get used to this. Applications, this is a little bit more advanced, but you can actually integrate Google Docs and SkyDrive with it and Twitter meaning that if you post something on My Big Campus, it will post to your Twitter account as well. And I do not want to link this to my Facebook account, and will definitely stay with that. Logout is at this point. So there's a little bit more about navigating within My Big Campus.